Brazil. Just saying the name conjures up images, doesn't it? A riot of colour, of music and incredible food. But to understand this country, you've got to get your head around its sheer scale. We're talking subcontinent, a landmass so vast it dwarfs most European countries combined. From the steamy depths of the Amazon to the sun-drenched beaches of Rio, Brazil is a land of contrasts. We're talking deserts and rainforests, mountains that pierce the clouds and plains that stretch as far as the eye can see. It's a country where the earth itself seems to pulse with a primal energy. And then there are the people. Over 200 million souls, a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities, all drawn together under the banner of this remarkable nation. It's a country that's both chaotic and exhilarating, a place where anything seems possible. Let's talk climate, shall we? Down south, it's all about that subtropical life. Think warm summers, cool winters, 14 to 20 degrees Celsius. Head north, though, and things get steamy. We're talking the Amazon basin, a land of lush rainforests and sweltering humidity. Daily high temperatures average around 32 degrees Celsius. This is where the jungle rules, a place where the air itself feels thick with life. And then you've got the coast. Miles upon miles of pristine beaches. Just be prepared for the occasional downpour, because even paradise has its rainy days. Much of Brazil receives 1,000 to 1,800 millimeters annually, but precipitation often is much heavier in parts of the Amazon basin and the sea-facing rim of the Serra do Mar. But it's not just the weather that's diverse. Brazil's got mountains that would make a Swiss Alp blush, plateaus that stretch as far as the eye can see, and wetlands teeming with exotic wildlife. It's a country that's constantly changing, always revealing some new and unexpected facet. Next up, we've got the rivers. The Amazon River, that mighty serpent of a waterway, snakes its way through the heart of the country, a lifeline for the people and wildlife that call this region home. But it's not just the Amazon. Brazil is crisscrossed by a network of rivers, each one a vital artery, pumping lifeblood into the land. These rivers are the lifeblood of Brazil, providing water for crops and a method of transportation. And then there's the soil. Down south, you've got that rich red earth, also known as terra rossa soil, perfect for growing coffee and sugarcane. But head north, and things get a little trickier. The Amazon rainforest might be a biodiversity hotspot, but its soil is notoriously poor. It's a delicate balance, you see, and one that's easily disrupted. So, we've talked about the land, but what about the people? Well, let me tell you, Brazilians are a passionate bunch. They're warm, they're welcoming, and they know how to throw one hell of a party. Most of them have chosen to make their homes along the coast, drawn by the promise of jobs and that sweet ocean breeze. But venture inland, and you'll find a different kind of Brazil. This is the heartland, a place where life moves at a slower pace. And the economy? Well, it's a mixed bag. Agriculture is still king, with Brazil being one of the world's leading producers of coffee, soybeans and orange juice. But manufacturing is on the rise, with factories churning out everything from cars to airplanes. And then there's tourism, because let's face it, who wouldn't want to visit Brazil? Tourism brings in much-needed revenue for the country. But on the other, it puts a strain on the country's infrastructure and environment.